Now, though, do deep fakes have all the best tunes?
I will let you settle down, that you found a girl and you married now.
That's a version of Adele's Someone Even Like You, sung, though, by an AI-generated version of Kanye West's voice, Someone Like Ye, as it's been called. As well as mixing things up, the increasing use of AI to make new music is throwing up some legal challenges. Today, the Financial Times has reported that Universal Music Group, the organisation which controls around a third of the global music market, has told streaming services such as Spotify to block AI from taking or scraping the music and lyrics of copyrighted songs. Well, joining us to discuss this here in the studio with me, Andrew Eborn, a lawyer with expertise in copyright law, intellectual property and brand management. And
it's a pleasure to be here in person. An absolute delight.
Wonderful. Well, let me start with you, Andrew. Why might the Universal Music Group be concerned about AI generated?
Well, it's very simple, is that basically artificial intelligence gives people the ability to replicate what human endeavours can do. So it's indistinguishable from the real thing. So what's happening at the moment, all these bots will basically scrape the internet for every possible music source, all sorts of copyright, in order to regurgitate it into new pieces or sound alikes, as we heard at the glorious beginning with your Adele version.
So it's scraping that's happening, but is that different to sampling, to what's gone on before?
Well, what's happening, you're taking millions upon millions of copyright works in order to basically generate a new work utilising that existing work. So what copyright is, it's like any other property right. It's a bundle of rights which entitles the copyright owner to prevent copying, to prevent distribution, and to prevent adaptation. Now, the concern for the music industry is that if artists and creatives are no longer needed because you've already got the complete body of work, then it's going to have a massive effect on their financial viability.
Well, Andrew, let's bring you back in. Is the speed with which this is changing, is that what causes the challenges for people working around the legalities of it?
Yeah, actually, Stephen Hawking put it very beautifully. He said it's our greatest achievement, but it could also be an existential threat at the advance of AI. And I think it's here already. I think we shouldn't underestimate it. It is what Turing called the imitation game, about challenging when you're actually listening to a real person. And it's already being used. What the industry needs to do is to understand what is possible, because by understanding it, then the relevant laws and protection can be in place. Bruce Willis, for example, he had a deep fake of his face was done by a Russian telecoms company because he could no longer act because of his particular challenge. But he was basically licensing his image to go forward. So AI is being used in really positive ways that we can do that. I work in the world of holograms as well. And you might remember just over the river here in London, they've got the Avatar, where you're resurrecting people and their very best performances ever. So what the industry needs to do is to understand what the technology can do and to make sure that the law and the protections in place catch up with that technology.
And Andrew Eborn, thank you both very much.
Pleasure to be here.